Most schools in our area are back in session. One of the greatest needs for students as the new school year kicks off is supplies that the district cannot afford to purchase.
The 6th annual Tucson Supplies Teachers Drive is underway, and Katie Rogerson of Tucson Values Teachers, along with Bruce Orrock of Walgreens, here to help us. Guys, how are you?
Good morning. Nice to see you.
And before we get on anything else, we were talking about this before we started. School supplies, so expensive.
Absolutely. And the community that we have partnered up with, Cox Communications, Wendy's, to name a few, has really stepped up to the plate. Our Walgreens customers have come through year after year after year to help supply some teachers with some supplies they need.
Because ultimately, at the end of the day, if kids are going to school and they do not have the supplies that they need, teachers take that responsibility upon themselves to say, okay, I'm going to supply you with the tools to be successful. Do you have like an average of what teachers spend on school supplies that are out of their pocket?
Yes, we've known anecdotally in the past that it was a large chunk of money, but last year we actually surveyed local teachers, and that result was on an average of over $1,000 a year on basic classroom supplies. And we're not talking about iPads and smartboards. We're talking about pens and paper and the basic tools that they need to get their job done in the classroom.
And that is out of pocket.
Yes.
Out of a very small purse.
I was going to say, out of a very small purse, like you said, because, oh my, that is
staggering.
It is.
That's a staggering number. And how did you guys become one of the biggest drives in Southern Arizona? How did that happen?
Well, we've been doing this for six years now. Tucson Values Teachers has been partnering with Walgreens as well as other community partners. And in the last couple of years, we've become aware of other smaller school drives, and we just thought, wouldn't it be far more powerful and far more successful if we could pull together and make it a community-wide effort? And that's what we've done. Last year, we raised over $192,000 worth of basic school supplies, and we hope to meet or beat that goal this year, and we're well on our way.
Okay, so right now they're looking at from August 3rd to the 7th.
To the 17th.
Oh, to
actually.
the 17th.
Yes.
Okay. And what can people do to help?
Well, what we'd like people to do is come into Walgreens and drop off school supplies, needed school supplies. Wendy's is also a drop-off location, as well as Cox Communication also has drop-off boxes at their locations also.
Okay.
And Bruce, for you, how important is it for Walgreens, which is a very large company, to be part of this small community?
Well, I just think it shows that it's our commitment. You know, it is a small community, and Walgreens is on every corner. You know, that's the joke. That's the joke, right? We're on every corner, and it's just important that we, as a company, give back to the community and make sure that they know we are there for them.
Mm-hmm. And what is it? Can people donate just money in general?
Yes, absolutely. If you don't want to take the time to go shopping for supplies or drop them off, you can make online donations at TucsonValuesTeachers.org, and we, through Walgreens, can leverage that and match every single dollar. So your $10 donation becomes $20, your $50 donation becomes $100.
That is
It's a
wonderful.
fantastic way for every single person in this community to really step up and support teachers and students.
And Bruce, that's exactly how you leverage big company power in a small city.
Absolutely.
That's exactly how that works, right?
Absolutely. You know, it's the buying power that we have, the amount of stores that we have, and it just works out.
And in your survey that you took, was there like a specific product, whether it be notebooks or binders, that came across as something that teachers are repetitively paying for? Or is it just kind of across the board?
It's across the board. From year to year, we find out that they're kind of the hot supply for the year. Every single year, it's copy paper. We hear these stories where teachers are kind of like bartering it. It's like, the joke is that it's like cigarettes in prison, but really,
I was just thinking that, actually.
Copy paper.
Or there's stories, if you do my playground duty today, I'll give you some copy paper.
Right.
That's probably more appropriate. But
right. But
yes, copy paper is huge.
Yeah.
Dry
Dry
erase
erase
markers and highlighters are a big thing this year, because the new way that students are learning with Common Core, highlighters are a really good tool to help assist with that. But it's across the board. Everything is needed: crayons, markers, paper, whatever you would buy for your own child or grandchild is what's needed.
Yeah. tissues, runny noses in the classroom. It's amazing how many boxes of tissues a teacher goes through, hand sanitizers. So it is the staples of the classroom they need for the learning part of it, but also just the health part of it and keeping kids healthy and clean in school.
And we're talking about helping kids and helping schools. Who is directly affected by what you guys do?
All the Southern Arizona school districts, including private and charter schools, benefit from the drive.
So everybody.
Yes.
Is the easy answer.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
And the reach is getting further and further, which is great because the need is bigger every year.
And do you need volunteers to help distribute the supplies then once the drive is over, or how is all of that distributed?
We do have, our partners have been offering volunteers, but if there's anyone out there in the community that would like to help, we could always use extra hands, and they can find us on our website or via phone.
Do you guys have an overall goal or an overall mission, or is it just to help as many kids as possible?
I think our ultimate goal is to one day be able to take this off the table for teachers.
It's not do this anymore.
It's shameful and ridiculous that they would have to spend their own money to be able to do their own jobs. There's no other profession that's like that.
I agree.
But even as successful as we've been in the past, it's still just a fraction of what's needed out there.
Well, thank you both for joining us today.
Awesome
Blenders,
cause.
get out there and help our teachers. They are the educators of our children. Thank you so very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And the Tucson Supplies Teachers Supply Drive is going on now through August 17th. Donations can be made at any Tucson area Walgreens, and any monetary donation through TucsonValuesteachers.org will be matched dollar for dollar by Walgreens. Again, that's TucsonValuesteachers.org, or you can call 327-7619 for information.
And coming right up after the break, we'll tell you how your family can be happy and healthy all school year long.